Hey guys, this is Summer. Wanted to share a little bit about my heart and my testimony today. As most of you know, I am a broken human being, and I don't want to say I've come from a broken past, but I want to say that I messed up a lot in my life. I don't know what in my life caused me to start using drugs and alcohol. I could blame it on a lot of things, but it was poor choices. My poor choices led me to being a methamphetamine addict. I did drugs every day. If I went a day without them, things were bad. I remember there was one time I flew out to Virginia to my sister's wedding, and I was in a Walmart, and I believe my sister had already gone out to the car and I was still shopping. And suddenly I lost my vision and my hearing in the middle of Walmart in Virginia alone. And all I could remember was trying to make it to the door to find my sister. And it was scary. That's what drugs had done to me. And not even that incident got me to stop doing drugs. It actually made me cling to them more because I was so scared to quit. I was so scared to give up drugs because I didn't know how to get out. Anyway, flash forward, and I went to church. I started going to church. I was invited by my friend Billy, and one day in 2006, December 10th, I went to church. I was high on drugs. I had a lot of drugs on me. I did drugs all day. I was probably up for 3 days. And I don't recall exactly what the message was in church that day, but I remember there was a testimony of someone, a man who had gone to jail for murdering somebody, and he had gotten out of jail after 30-some years, and he had come out clean and redeemed because he had a relationship with Jesus Christ, and his life was totally changed. And that struck me because it made me realize that God saves the broken people. He saves us. So it was that day I got out of church, and I went to the parking lot and I prayed to God. I said, God, I have two choices here. I'm going to do these drugs and I'm going to end my life because I don't know any other way. Or I'm going to give my life to you, God. Please save me. I was just begging him to save me. Lord, save me. Do something. Give me whatever I need to move forward, God. I was so scared, you guys. I was so scared. I was alone. I was at rock bottom. I wanted to die or never, ever, ever touch drugs again. And I'm here to tell you today that I've never touched drugs since that day. God did something in my life that changed me forever, and he put my feet on this foundation. I can't explain it, but he set my feet on this ground and set me forward. And sure, I've stumbled as far as I'm still a sinner. I struggle with anxiety, and I struggle with getting angry, and I'm not the best mom, and I suck at being a wife sometimes, but I've never touched drugs again since I turned my life over to Jesus Christ. And I don't know why I'm sharing this with you guys, but I guess it's because I don't know who you are or who's watching this, but I want you to know that there's a God out there that loves you so much. And guess what? If you're broken and you don't have anybody else, and you've shut the whole world out, it's okay, because God still loves you. If you'll turn your life over to him, he will put your feet on solid ground. You won't sink in that sand anymore. You don't have to. And it'll be rocky, and it won't be easy, but I promise you, you'll get through with God. If it wasn't for God, I'd be dead. Today, you guys, I don't know where I would be, but I imagine I'd be overdosed somewhere dead, and my family would have had to bury me somewhere if it wasn't for God. And I don't want that for any of you, and I don't know what your addiction is, or if you have one, or if you know someone who has one. But don't just love on them. Just love on them. Take them in and give them hugs and tell them you love them, and don't enable them. And don't leave them hanging, because they need to know that somebody loves them. And if you can today, and if you know anybody who has an addiction, whether it's to gambling or, I don't care, alcohol, drugs, or pornography, you just tell them you love them. They're hurting, they're lost, they're broken. And sometimes all it takes is just one person, like my friend Billy, who invited me to church, just leading them in the direction that they need to go in order to cross paths with Jesus Christ. I hope somebody's watching this who really needs to see this, and I hope that if you know someone who has an addiction, you'll text them or call them or write them a letter right now and just tell them how much you love them, because sometimes that's all an addict really needs to hear to have hope to keep going. Have a blessed day.